Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. No. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop it now. I order you to stop. I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
What's up, savages? Welcome to another episode of Grunt Speak that actually is live from the lair. And today we're going to be covering the glorious No Kings phenomena, because that's what we're going to call it for right now. Now, we've mentioned some stuff on this show in the past in regards to the propaganda from mainstream media. And I believe we showed a couple of clips back in the day where we had people from every single channel in various networks saying the exact same thing via, like they were reading off a script. They actually were reading off a script, but I'm just trying to be nice here. Now, we have seen the No Kings thing happen here in the United States, and it happened in the UK and various other countries in Europe. It's kind of weird. It's like there's an overarching intelligence pulling strings trying to make this bullshit happen. Despite the fact we've already seen communism fail spectacularly between 1901 and 1999 to the tune of hundreds of millions of people dead. We don't even know the number. But now that we have somewhere between 6 and 8 billion people on the planet, those are going to be some rookie-ass numbers if the globalists get their way and turn this whole thing into a huge planet of communism slinging through space. It will be ugly. Okay. We're going to get into some stuff in this show today that's going to blow your mind. Because what they're doing is nothing new. In fact, I believe the JFK College of Unconventional Warfare came up with a manual. And it's kind of like, people learn from this manual, like, I don't know, people with green hats, and that's their job to go do stuff in other countries. It's very similar to what Antifa is doing now. And Antifa is basically just the name tag put over communism to try to sell it to you. All right. They're doing the same thing with feminism. Black Lives Matter was the same thing. They literally are doing this. It's the same machine, and they're putting a different name tag above it to rename it something else, but it's the same fucking shit. It's the same gears, the same hydraulics. It pumps out widgets at the end, which is nothing but death. They want to take all of the means of production and take care of everyone, which never happens because we're evil, hairless monkeys. Some of us just happen to be more melanin challenged than others, i.e., money corrupts, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. You will never, ever be able to put together a government that takes those facts out of the equation, because at the end of the day, we all want to sit on a yacht, have a mansion, not have to do anything to earn it, and anyone who tries to take it away from you, put them in the dirt. That's pretty much how communism is in the nutshell. Anyway, we got the Battle of Dwarf on station. This is going to be an interesting show. Please pay attention. There will be some phrases that will be spoken that will be somewhat amusing, if not hilarious. Because at the end of the day, we have to laugh at it. Because if you can laugh at a thing, you can destroy it.
True. That's why the military has always had a morbid sense of humor, and this goes back thousands of years. You should read some of Julius Caesar's notes.
Yep.
His men were constantly cracking jokes as they were freezing to death in Gaul. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off right away because this whole show is just going to be about Bolsheviks.
Bolsheviks. Drink.
We just get that right out of the fucking way. Look, I have spent a lot of years researching these dictatorial countries and communist countries and what have you. I spent 6 years as an expert on North Korea at a unit that's literally all we did was track the assholes. The crap that I saw from the interviews and the debriefings that we did on the North Koreans is the exact same stuff that we're starting to see here today. And before the show, I showed Pop a clip we both agreed this is the stuff that you see in third world countries that have had the whole freaking communist thing run through them. This is one of those stumbly word moments because it makes me so fucking angry. This is on in a major American city that used to be one of the coolest places I've ever been to.
Hang on, what city does this take place in?
This is Portland.
Okay.
I went through Portland back in the 90s, and even in 2006 it was still kind of nice. But this is what's happening now. This is on the morning of their No Kings March. This is the route to the No Kings March.
Tragic death on the streets of Portland, which in my opinion, behind me is a man's body that's been here for several hours. We've watched hundreds of people walk by and not even notice. We called 911, but still there's no response. So right in front of me is a dead body. Clutching in his left hand is foil. So this is very clearly a fentanyl overdose. What's also really crazy is hundreds of people have walked by the last hour because we're waiting on emergency services and they've yet to show. And so this person has been completely motionless, and it's like literally nobody has noticed. This is just another tragic death on the streets of Portland.
Yep.
This is third world shit.
Well, yes, it is. Number one. Number two, we've become desensitized to this.
Yes.
I mean, you can see people bent over, frozen in place, caught in it's either fentanyl or there's another drug out there that causes them to remain in place for long periods of time till their high subsides.
I know what you're talking about. It produces the zombie effect. They literally look like George Romero zombies.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's where we're at now.
This is later stage, pushing toward end stage of a nation that is falling to pieces.
Yes.
This is how Rome ended. This is how the later Eastern Roman Empire ended. They all end up doing this once they lose control. And one of the biggest things, and you can call me Islamophobic, I don't care, is the countries become overrun with foreign persons who end up taking over services and politics and the military and all of that fun stuff. And as they do that, the identity of that nation is destroyed. And you get stuff like this. It dilutes it. Yeah. It rots it. Rot is a better word in this particular case. And you see shit like this. This is in an American city.
Yeah.
A dead guy just laying on the street. And you've got things in San Francisco like shit all over the streets. Now, they were all headed toward the No Kings demonstration. That's why he said hundreds of people passed by there, but you don't see anybody right now. They're all headed to their fun little thing. And here's No Kings, New York City. This is from their website.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of their handbills. Look at the sponsors. And three of them, the person who produced this, I snatched this off of a Twitter, circled the communist parties in there, but those communist parties are right there alongside of those other things tells you that those groups are also supporting the fucking communists.
Yeah, this is bad.
Last I checked, communism was bad. And actually, we still have laws on the books. I should have looked those laws up, as a matter of fact. I failed on that point. I should have looked up the laws. But I know that we have laws against communism on the book.
Let me take a quick look. You keep going.
What are you taking a look at?
I'm just asking a question. Are there any anti-commie laws?
Now, this here, this text is really small, but I will make these sheets available if you want this particular PDF. Just ask me, I'll have it along. You can see by the length of the list, you don't necessarily have to be able to read all of this fun stuff. Can I make this bigger? Maximize. I don't want to remove from stage. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, this list is extremely extensive, and Warren Buffett's on here, alongside of George Soros and a whole bunch of others. Those columns that you see, the one on the left is all of the organizations that are contributing to this activity. And the columns on the right are all the amounts of money that individuals and large organizations have contributed. These billionaires and these billionaire companies are funding communism. Now, last I checked, seize the means of production was like the center of the whole communist idea.
It's the left. It's the left side of it. They want the production, and then they want to be able to basically manage how you live your life day by day, hour by hour.
Yes, that is exactly correct. Yep. Yeah. So it's all a big lie. Look, when Stalin and Trotsky and all the rest of them took over Russia in 1917 and reduced all of Russia to poverty and starved millions, like 70 million on the first pass, because they wiped out food production. While that was going on, those people, the entire core Soviet party, was living in the mansions of the Tsar and his people and eating off of gold plates while everybody around them starved. That's communism. It is plunder on an epic fucking scale.
It's plunder on an epic scale that depends upon masses of ignorant people
and compliance. All you have to do is not comply. So this guy here, Mark Benioff, Salesforce billionaire, funds add $20 million to the mix together. He's sent $294.4 million from billionaire-backed networks, fueling the No Billionaires protests. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the guys who funds that stuff. Billionaire number 2, Mark Zuckerberg, funneled $50 million into the Riot Incorporated dark money networks through Arabella and Tide-linked foundations. Now, I discussed this with you on the phone earlier today when we were talking, when I was coming back from the granary to pick up stuff. This Tides network thing is linked intimately into the ERIC system. Now, we talked about ERIC like last year sometime. What that is the election campaign stuff. All the voter databases and everything all go through a system called ERIC.
Is that the foundation, or is that linked to the company that makes Tide the detergent?
No.
Okay.
Tide's foundation is Zuckerberg and God, I forget who else. I should have pulled that one up. Let's see how fast I can get.
We don't want to get into it. Listen, we're trying.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
We don't want to go down too deep into these rabbit holes. We just
what I'm getting at here is there was an important feature in this No Kings demonstration. Do you recall what that was?
I do not.
The old people everywhere, all of the demonstrations, tons of people from freaking retirement homes. Now, where did they get that information? The ERIC databases, the voter registration databases that are connected to ERIC, which is run with money from the Tides Foundation.
Yeah, this is starting to become a really big problem. Now, normally I don't really get on the bandwagon in regards to a lot of this shit, but it seems like we have a lot of very rich people who literally don't respect the average person walking around out there to the point where they actually want to see you own nothing and be happy about it.
Yes. While they eat off of the Tsar's gold plates.
Yeah.
This is just in the Amber Room, exactly. And for those of you who don't know who the Amber Room is, what the Amber Room is, in one of the Tsar's palaces, he literally had a ballroom where the walls were entirely made of amber, which is infinitely rarer than diamonds.
Which went MIA during World War II when the
Yes, disappeared.
Germany came through and cleaned it out.
No, Germany didn't clean that out. Germany never made it that far. Not to the Amber Room. The Stalinists cleaned it out to make sure that the Germans didn't get to it. Disappeared.
Okay. And it was never seen again.
Yes, the Germans didn't make it that far. Because they tried to fight a war in Russia in the winter in the mud, which is
actually, if they had not
the dumbest.
Yeah, no, they wasted insane amount of men and combat power on Stalingrad.
The Eastern Front was the most ridiculous idea I've ever seen. I don't care who you think of as what or any of that, but strategically, German Eastern Front in Russia in the winter was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
Billionaire number one, of course, is George Soros. Open Society Network director contributed $72 million to official No Kings 2.0 organizers and partners. He is the primary architect of Riot Inc., political protest model, and a master of color revolutions. Now, Riot Inc. is an important piece, but I'm not going to cover them tonight. I've got another piece that I want to cover. If you want to know about the whole Riot Inc. thing, Crowder actually did a decent piece on it. He's got about a 15-minute piece in his show from Monday, I want to say.
And the thing about Soros,
on the No Kings protest,
is they have to go after him and his son.
Yes,
his son is equally, caught up in this craziness.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Yeah, it is. It's fucking ugly. It's really, really ugly. I'm going to reach for another object real quick. Share screen window. Give me that one there. I am, because one of the things that I will do if you really piss me off is I will come for you. And when I do that, window, where is it? There we go. I will do things like remove other media streams from stage. Oh, there we go. StreamYard has to go. So this is the Python scrape.
Explain to me what a Python scrape is.
I write a script that drags the internet for specific pieces of information. And in this particular case, I said, let's find all of the No Kings events.
Okay.
Let's find all of the websites for all of the No King events. And it dragged through all of the websites and stuck it all into a CSV file, comma separated values file for me, which produced that little thing right there. And then I take that and I do this so you can see it. And
this is Intel analyst shit right here.
I can share it with you. Now, I can send you this Excel file if you want it. These are the organizations on the left. The category that they fall into, which means that this is an organized, a very, very organized event.
And expensive.
And very expensive. And on the right, you have the source URL. Now you've got indivisible.org, 5501.org, ACLU.org, citizens.org, moveon.org. We know them. SEIU. Oh, hi there. CWA Union. A whole slew. National Nurses United. Hello, National Nurses United. Why are you contributing to communist causes? That seems very strange to me. Riseandresist.org, that's fairly obvious. CUNY, that's one of the universities in New York. What the fuck is that doing there?
Right. Hang on.
Yeah.
So these are obviously more than likely connected to their own 501c nonprofits.
Now, here's the thing. That scrape that I showed you, the underlying metadata, all links to one group.
Okay.
Mobilize.us. It all links to a group called Mobilize US. Now, who is Mobilize US? They are a guy from Facebook who decided that he wanted to get involved in all of this shit. So I need to pivot. What did I just do? I knocked the screen off. Wasn't supposed to do that. That's okay.
But this is what I'm trying to come at here.
Yeah.
Is we are going to see a night of the long knives. This has to happen if this country is going to survive.
Yep.
We have to see everyone who's involved in this money shuffling, treasonous activity get indicted and thrown into a cell. All of these 501c involved in this need to have their licenses revoked and thoroughly have a forensic accountant from the IRS show up and literally sew their nuts to their asshole.
I would leave their nuts where they are and just put them in Gen Pop, and then their asshole will take care of itself.
Correct. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to phrase it a little more.
That's fine. Sure. No, I understand.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm
now
serious.
Yeah, me too. This is sedition. This is the definition of sedition. All of these organizations are raising money and pumping it into a communist insurgency designed to overthrow what's left of the United States of America. What I mean by that is Washington, D.C. has been a micronation of its own working against the actual United States since pretty much 1948.
I would say I'd give it 40 years.
Give what 40 years?
It started going into overdrive about 40 years ago.
We started going to overdrive about 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It really cemented itself in 1948. That's the episode we did on Marcuse. But the underpinnings, the foundation of that was all built around 1913. There's a lot of people who are going to scream and say, no, Civil War. Okay, that really wasn't a period for that because a key element didn't exist yet, but I'm not going to say that because we're on YouTube right now. We can
First of all, we can't go back. We're not going back to do a history show. So
we're not doing that. I could do that later. Anyway, YouTube would yeet us if I told the truth on that particular issue. Mobilize.us is this guy from Bolsheviks all day long. All day long. He is too. Worked for Facebook, and now he does this events, petitions, and volunteer opportunities. This is where it's all staged. Look at this. Yep. All of the money is run through this. This is their clearinghouse, is mobilize.us. And I found that by scraping the data off of those websites.
And you're not hearing about this on any of the media.
No.
In fact,
Crowder didn't touch it either.
Crowder didn't touch it. Tim Pool is oblivious to this. Listen, he's got a really good team. If anyone's watching this, send it over to him. So maybe
he's well put together. Yep.
Maybe he can dig into it. He has more resources than we do. We're just two old grunts, going, what the fuck's going on here?
I could do a lot better than this if I could do this full time. Straight up. And we're working on exactly that.
Well, we're trying. We'll see how that works out.
We'll get there. Get there.
And I will say there is a comedy club that opened up 10 minutes from my house. I'm going to probably be hanging out there 1 or 2 nights a week, trying to get money.
I'm trying to get you to do a stand-up routine at Hitchin Post. Look, if you survive a biker night, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Trial by fire, man.
We'll give that a go.
So anyway, now you've got these demonstrations, these No Kings demonstrations, and at one point, I think we showed you the frog getting maced in the ass.
Yes.
Last week. That was hysterical, but the left, for some reason, decided this was a really good idea for the No Kings demonstration, so they started doing this, and this is the most inexplicably funny thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, obviously with the music, we have to not play Michael Jackson or YouTube will yeet us, but it's a parade of these damn frogs, and the left is convinced that this is the way to go.
Yeah, and you know what? If you want to get them out of there, just spray fart spray in the air hole. They're coming at that thing right away.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is just incredible that they think that they've got it cracked. This is the way to go, is these inflatable animal costumes. Now, here's the thing. Mobilize.us, I caught them paying for all of those animal costumes and all of the equipment, everything. No,
that shit ain't cheap.
Nope. The marches, what they would do is march all the people to a point, give them instructions, and then they would march from there to another point where they would turn in all of their costumes and their signs and any other props that they had.
And it's all recycled.
This is all recycled. That's why everything looks the same all of the time. This is a very carefully choreographed event.
It's very similar to crisis actors that we used to see at all of the big horrible events. The same faces over and over again. I wonder how
It's almost like it was planned.
Yes.
It's almost like it was planned.
You got to point the other way.
It's the other way? To me, it's with my screen, it's this way.
Yeah. It's there.
This was now they're doing a 1021 call. What's that about? Mass call. What's next after No Kings? Tuesday, October 21st. Oh, they're doing a call right now. I feel like we should jump in on that.
Can we? You have to register.
It's already 8:30. You'd have to register. We should have registered. That would have been hysterical to just sit in on the call.
Sit on the call and live stream the whole thing?
I'm sad that I missed this. I just noticed the link.
Damn it!
Oh, I wasn't sharing that. I should share that instead. There. Yeah, see. If you feel like doing something right now, if you want to jump in on the mobilize.us, look at that. It went right to mobilize.us from the No Kings site. NoKings.org went right to Mobilize US.
Again, this is two Intel analysts looking at the data going, what kind of pattern
That's odd.
is going on here?
Yeah.
That is odd.
So your backbone for this entire thing is a group called Riot Incorporated and Mobilize.us. This is their backbone. This is their communications line. It's like the big T1 cables that run under the Atlantic Ocean that carry all of the data. These are their T1 cables.
Wow. Listen, I am... Okay, first of all, I'm not shocked that this is happening because our entire leadership for the past 40 years, in my opinion, is sold out.
Yeah.
And
deliberately so. This was manufactured.
They've allowed this to happen, and this is going to take... I'm trying. I hope that we can reverse course, but I think we're going to have to hit a few icebergs. There's going to be some casualties along the way to turn the ship around.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the guy that's being installed in New York right now is the mayor, is just New York's Sadiq Khan.
Correct.
That's all that is. He's being installed. He will be installed. You watch. Unless something really drastic happens, that guy is going to be installed. And then New York will slowly become like London. London is basically fallen now. Istanbul was Constantinople. Let's see what they rename London. But with No Kings New York, this is one of the sites. A lot of the places just went with Mobilize US sites. But No Kings New York decided that they needed their own. And No Kings New York sticks with their URL. But this is funneled through another mobilize.us site. This is
Let's find out if
mobilize.us
is a 501c.
Okay.
So you keep doing that, I'll check.
Let's no, I'll do that right now. We'll just go like this. Hey, Chat GPT.
All right, that's what we got here. Mobilize, platform, help organize. Yep. It's a platform to help organizations, including 501c3 nonprofits, derive action from volunteers and advocates supporting supporters.
So wait a minute. These 501c are using a communist platform to produce communist events. You just saw it there in real time. This is nuts. This is nuts. The stuff that's going on that's being allowed to happen is absolutely insane. Here's the actual guy for Mobilize.us, a leading event platform for Democrats before the pandemic for communists. Let's get it straight. This is the Bolshevik rally site. Now it's organized entirely virtual and getting creative. Peter Martinazzi joined Facebook in May of 2009 when the company was just 5 years old. Hello, Peter Martinazzi. I'll be doing a deep dig on you. But while well on its path to world domination, over the next 8 years, he rose to become a director of project management, helping to oversee improvements to Facebook Messenger. Martinazzi loved working at Facebook and speaks earnestly about having designed tools to help people be better connected. But by early 2017, like many young liberals in the aftermath of the 2016 election, he was ready for a change. He left his job and embarked on a period of travel and aimless Bolshevik exploration. He started listening to a lot of nonfiction audiobooks about inequality, devouring a veritable syllabus of influential progressive texts. The New Jim Crow, Evicted, Give Us the Ballot, Saving Capitalism, and so on. He became fixated on how unfair American life was and how few people had access to the kind of privilege, for example, that allowed someone like him to take time off from work without having to worry about money. That used to be called normal life.
All right, hang on a minute. All right. When you look at all of the countries that exist right now,
yes,
in all of the countries, empires, nations from the past, the United States is still the best, period. Now, could it be better? Yes.
Yup.
But what do you think is going to happen once you sink the United States? It is going to be a new dark ages. It is going to be ugly.
Yes. Yeah, there are two groups right now competing over the corpse of America. That's the Muslims and the Indians. They both want our territory and our resources. China is trying to claim land. They're going after the resources. Washington, D.C. wants to turn America into a wing of the globalist government, which is basically the WEF, the EU, and the UN.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these groups have one thing in common. They think America is done.
Yeah. And if we don't
that's what they believe.
And if they don't get off their ass, if we don't get off our ass, that's going to happen.
Yes.
The patriots of this country need to say this is enough.
Yep.
And go out in mass to vote this shit out. And then if that doesn't happen, other steps are probably going to be needed.
Well, the problem is if we don't get up and start doing stuff, get off of our couch. I don't have time to do that. I don't know what to do. Okay, look, figure it out. I can help you figure out a lot of that stuff. It's really not as difficult as you would think. But if we don't do that, the two-way rifle ranges start.
Yes.
That's what happens if you don't find some sort of political solution to this. That's what's next.
But here's the thing: is how do you have a political solution with a side that wants to see you dead?
That's a big problem.
You can't.
Well, here's the thing. That's the part where we have to stop caring about what they think of us and about what they call us and what names they decide to call us and how many injustices we've inflicted upon them. You'll notice that made me tear up. We have to stop caring, and we have to start putting those individuals in prison. Because in the case of groups like Mobilize.us and Riot Incorporated and all of these companies that are sponsoring all of they are active communist insurgents attempting to overthrow the United States of America. That is sedition. Now, the difference between treason and sedition: treason requires you to first belong. You must be a United States citizen, and you must have some loyalty to the United States or access to information which protects and safeguards the United States of America. And then you must betray that. That's treason. That's how that works.
I thought treason had a war aspect to it.
It has a war aspect, but we are in a war. Anybody who says we are not in a war is smoking dope.
I know, but as a lawyer, they're going to argue there's no declared war, therefore there could be no treason.
I spent 17 years doing that shit. So
there you go.
Yes, that is a fact. It's been declared already. Texas is already rounding up Antifa members. The feds are pressing charges against at least one Antifa guy as a terrorist for providing terrorist support.
What 3-letter agency is now involved, which their whole profession and reason for existing is to crunch numbers? Yes.
Which one?
The IRS.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Remember that 80,000 people that they were going to use to audit everyone in the United States if they spent more than $600 fucking dollars at one time?
Yeah.
Well, now they're getting spun up to go after.
I hope that's true.
I hope so. I want to see that.
I hope that's true. The problem is many of those people were hired at a time when the ideologues were still in charge.
Correct.
So we have to be careful that they don't decide to just destroy information, because nobody has ever destroyed information or bleached any computers or bleached their asshole in Hillary's bathroom or anything like that.
And the word on the street is they are actually going to convene a what's that called when they get a bunch of people together and then they decide to charge you? Yes.
Grand jury. It's a grand jury.
Right there.
That's a whole show in itself, by the way. The grand jury was supposed to be the power of the citizens to keep the judicial in check.
Yes.
That's a whole different show.
When and if that does happen, we will talk about that, because I would love to see Hillbilly Hillary die in jail.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that would be delicious. Now, here's the thing about your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. I will absolutely shoot you right in the goat ass, StreamYard. Right in the fucking goat ass. I will shoot you. So, right at 1:00, the protests did something strange. They stopped. And everybody went home.
At 1 p.m.?
What's weird here?
Well, first of all, what city is this? Is that New York?
New York. That's New York.
Is it 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
That's 1 p.m.
Well, there's a decent amount of people there, but that's the only thing I could see.
It's hard to spot if you don't understand what you're looking for.
Okay.
What was this No Kings event?
Oh,
go ahead. Your understanding?
My understanding is the No Kings event was to basically protest Trump and his weaponizing of the government against the United States citizens.
And their claim is that Trump and his ICE guys are hyper violent.
Correct.
And that the January 6th protests were hyper violent. They weren't. We had people there. You were one of them.
Well, somebody got shot in the face.
It's a big protest. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But they still weren't hyper violent. What you're witnessing here with this particular No Kings protest is the left is rebranding as the peaceful, law-abiding crowd. They were instructed to leave the area when the protest permit was over. And they herded everybody off. If you watch the crowds at some of the parades, you can see people going, okay, here this way, come on. Okay, let's go this way here.
Mm-hmm.
they're herding everybody away at the specified time for the end of the protest to rebrand as the lawful, benevolent, nice party. It's a total rebrand attempt. And online, on Twitter, you can see them. Well, that was the end of the protest. The protests have rules, and we have to abide by the rules. And everybody's going, so what was Minneapolis exactly?
Wisconsin.
With Wisconsin and
Yeah.
all of the others. It failed. Their rebrand attempt failed, but that's definitely what it was. And one of the big things
I didn't even see that, brother. I didn't even see that.
I caught it.
Yeah.
One of the big things they did was talk about, there was like one incident at January 6th where somebody smeared feces on a wall. And it was all over Twitter the last 2 days.
And listen, the Democrats have rebranded already. I mean,
Yes.
they got rid of the KKK because they were all about that back in the day.
Yes.
And then supposedly they switched places and the Republicans became, the, istophobe egotists.
When we were young, better dead than red was a phrase meaning better to be dead than to be a communist.
Correct.
Sam Donaldson, the night of the election in 1992, when Clinton won, got on the air and said, I'm pretty sure it was Sam Donaldson, and said the red states and indicated the Republican states. And it was at that moment in 1992 that the Republicans were branded as the hated Reds. That was the biggest rebranding politically in recent American history right there.
But they did successfully rebrand the fact that, they are no longer the KKK because the Democrats set up the KKK. The Democrats are responsible for the Jim Crow.
Yeah.
The Democrats are responsible for the welfare state to have the minorities voting Democrat for the next 100 years, as per Lyndon Johnson's quote. There's an N-word in there, but we won't use that on the show.
We'll have him voting for the next 100 years.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, and he's quoted as saying that. Now, here's where the rebranding kind of crapped out on them because it became a bad joke.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the Detroit Free Press. There are hundreds of these interviews.
Tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
I'm Patricia Leigh Dorsey, and I am here because there's no place else in the world I could be. This is the place to be. This and 2,700 places in the U.S. and 37 other countries. We are here because we believe in our country. We do not believe in what's happening to it. It has become something we do not recognize, and we need to get rid of the president, Miller, all of them. We need to get rid of those people and make our country again what it should be.
Now,
lifelong communist.
First of all, you could tell that she's a Woodstock woman from back in the day.
Second, you can tell she's college educated. That's the whole. She's got all of her talking points lined up.
But the thing
all
is,
of her talking points are lined up.
They're weaponizing patriotism, to an extent, because she doesn't know the full facts.
No,
and that's why we call them useful idiots.
Yes,
they just tell these people what they want them to hear.
Yeah.
They add a little truth to it.
Yeah.
So it seems legit, and then they send them in that direction. Now, listen, I want to see the United States become, what it used to be. I mean, I am an Americanist. I love this country. I fear the government.
I want to see America the way it was in the 70s when we were kids.
Yeah, I would love to see the young kids enjoy a world because we were so blessed to grow up in the 70s.
Yeah. Yep.
We truly were.
It was an amazing time.
Mm-hmm.
But they've weaponized the old people as part of their rebranding, because who doesn't love a kindly old grandma sitting in her wheelchair in her hand-knitted shawl that she made at Woodstock after she blew 75 guys in one day?
Yes. And another thing is they don't tell older people like this is Kamala Harris was not primaried into the position. She was picked and placed. kind of like
Yeah,
Barack
no, they don't want to
Obama.
hear that. It would be
He was
ridiculous.
picked in place for a specific reason
Yeah.
by the globalists. And
Yep.
the globalists, they're not idiots. They have literally weaponized our own 501c program against us.
Yep.
They took billions.
Yes.
I would, in the past 20, 30 years, trillions upon trillions of tax dollars, and they literally repurposed that money to use against
Yep.
the very country that gave them that money.
Yeah, it's just off the hook. Now, one of the things that they did where the mask slipped really badly, and they used all of this No Kings branding, they used it all over the world. And I literally mean all over the world. There were events in all kinds of crazy countries. Personal fave here, the No Kings event in London.
Nice to meet you. Safe ladies, take care.
There's the frogs. More blow up outfits. Yeah. ICE are terrorists. This is in London.
Yeah.
Where they have a king.
Yeah, they have a king and a prince. They just buried the king.
Several, queen. They buried the
queen. Yeah, they threw her in the
and
dirt.
She lived a long time.
Yeah, she did.
By all accounts, she was a pretty good lady. I don't know. I'm not English.
I didn't personally know her.
That's
I
just what
can't
I'm told.
vouch for that. I could just say that, it is what it is.
She was beloved by much of the population. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And on a side note,
Yep.
we have an individual in the UK. I want to try to get him on the show.
I talked to a couple of guys that are UK. Yeah.
I'd like to get him on the show because there's a lot of craziness going on over there unless you're there, you're not going to know it.
Yes.
That's why I want to get them on the show. I'd love to get some Aussies on the show as well, too, so they can give their perspective.
Absolutely. But you sent me the email from the one guy. Yeah, we should try to get him on. We'll have to figure out a time window. They're 5 ahead, or is it 4 ahead right now because of daylight savings time, which is the stupidest idea in the world. I'm going to set my watch back an hour. That gives us another hour of daylight. No, it doesn't. It just sets your watch back 1 hour. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Quit being a retard.
But, I mean, the thing is, we're doing this show because this is literally happening in front of all of us in real time.
Yes.
And most of us have been completely oblivious to it. I have seen it for decades.
Mm-hmm.
And I just noticed probably about 15 years ago how bad it was really getting.
Yes.
And so did Trump. That's why
Same.
he decided to run for president.
What happened when Trump was elected in 2016 is it blew open the doors before the Democrats were fully dressed. And we got to see the lizard people.
Yes, we did.
We got to see that there was shit going on behind the doors that we were unaware of. I mean, you did 33 years. I did 11. I went in fully believing in what I was doing and that I was taking care of my country.
So
I went in fully believing that.
So did I.
And to find out that this shit is going on is infuriating. I know most of the guys, especially from our generation, who went in believing those things. If they're aware of this stuff and they're angry about it, that's a special kind of angry because you fucking betrayed us. And we gave you our young lives. We gave you our youth.
Yep.
And you fisted us in the ass.
Well, I guess that's the way you can call that, I guess. That's like 3 homo suspicion points.
It is. It is indeed. It is. Now, here's just how non-organic this event was. Okay. That's a lot of unnecessary noise, but Vienna, Helsinki, Stockholm, Paris, Torino.
Yeah, but this is the same thing we showed you when we had all of those people in the media saying the exact same shit. And some of them were from other fucking countries.
Yes.
So that is a blatant signal that there is a intelligence involved here that's pulling the strings globally, not just here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game for the entire fucking burrito.
Yep. Now, Japan just elected their first female prime minister, which is fine. A lot of people don't understand Japan. It's a very complex place. I know quite a bit about it, and I still don't know everything about it by a fucking long shot. But what I do know is they have had queens before, especially during the medieval period, and they have no problem with that. A female emperor, female empress.
Uh-huh.
Well, just an empress, I guess. You don't have to say a female empress. Now they've got their first female prime minister, and apparently she's an extremely hardline, very ultra nationalistic figure, and the left over there is melting down because they've been trying to flood Japan with illegals. A lot of people don't know this. The WEF has been, and this U.S. State Department has been trying to flood Japan with illegals. And it's starting to fail. The Japanese there's such a tight-knit community, such a tight-knit culture that they're finally coming together going, no. But the best part of this new female prime minister is she is a speed metal drummer.
Huh.
That's my favorite part.
Okay.
She's like a speed metal drummer. But she's a super hardline nationalist. So this is going on all over the world, and Pop is exactly correct. This is very coached. This is very, very carefully staged. Now, for any of you who know anything about Michigan, we have a place called the Upper Peninsula, for those of you who are not familiar with it,
Yoopers.
which is a different... What? Yoopers. The Yoopers. It's a different world. And things are about 30 years behind the rest of the world.
If you fuck around up there, you will be fed to pigs.
Yeah, you will be fed to pigs.
None of that.
If you go off of the main highways and you fuck around and you do not belong there, you will disappear. Mm-hmm. It's Appalachia with snowmobiles.
Yeah, I've been to the UP probably a couple dozen times in my life. And
my family's all from there.
it gets
I am only not a Yooper by a couple of days. My family moved down here before I was born.
Yeah, it gets creepy up there.
Yeah, it's a place. It's its own place. But they're trying to say that the Yoopers were all in on this stuff too. But this is about as excited as Yoopers get, unless you mess with them.
I mean, let's just be honest. There were quite a few people who went to these rallies, but the numbers are not what they're saying in the media.
Mm-mm.
My thing is this.
Nowhere near.
Is look at all of those individuals who are so mentally weak or been lied to so extensively that they're attending this shit.
Now, here's what I know about Yoopers. First of all, look how few signs there are out there, really. And look what they're all doing.
Well,
that's classic Yooper. Oh, they got something going on downtown, eh? Okay. Well, grab the lawn chairs. Well, I'll get a cooler and some beer and we'll go watch, okay? This isn't a protest. This is Yoopers go, okay, there's something going on downtown, Martha.
It's the same thing in Wisconsin, too.
Yeah.
You know, my mother and my aunt, my grandparents came from Wisconsin. So.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
yeah, that's not a demonstration that, oh, look, there's something going on, eh?
Stuart's barn is on fire. Let's go watch.
Yeah. Oh, we'll bring him a pie tomorrow morning. But the thing that these people claimed was not happening was in fact happening, and it's always the underlying thread with these motherfuckers. Every single time you get in there and they start with the violence.
Yep.
He wasn't shot. He's on the list. 8647.
Uh-huh.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah, I just had a
where did
couple
it go?
discussions.
Die, Nazi scum. Yep.
Yeah, I had a little kerfuffle on Facebook with an individual, and I
Yeah,
mentioned
a
something.
kerfuffle.
Yeah, I was like, they were talking about Trump, and I'm like, well, he can't be that bad. He took a bullet and then literally told us all to keep fighting. And they mean like he
Right.
didn't take a bullet, and I'm like, and then I
What?
didn't get stupid. I literally put like 12 articles and links, including like some of the text messages for law enforcement guys who were on the ground.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and a person behind Trump was actually shot and killed. This was
Yes.
not a setup to make it
Yeah.
look real. It
You
really
can't stage a shot like that, first of all.
yeah, no, you can't. But here's the thing, though, is when you're dealing with people who are so one-sided like that, they're in a cult, you can't reason with them. That's why
No.
we can't negotiate with them.
Yes.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
110%.
Yeah. I literally, like, all of those dudes I used to hang out with back in the day who are the uber liberals today, I have nothing for them.
All of our old friends from high school. I knew
Yeah.
the same people.
Fuck them.
Yeah. It's a fucking shame, too, because some of them I really liked. David Bryan.
Let's not use names.
Yeah. He makes really good beer, and he's always got a jar of pickled herring around, and I'm one of those fucking weirdos who loves pickled herring and beer.
That's
And we would just sit at his kitchen table and eat pickled herring and drink beer and talk.
Mm-hmm.
But because of his spousal unit, I am no longer welcome because I hold incorrect political views. Now, Data Republican is one of my favorites over on Twitter /
We've
X.
talked about her at least.
We have talked about her
on the show.
I wish if there's anybody in the audience who has ever managed to get her attention, I would love to have her on and just talk to her, just to straight up talk to her, because she's a sharp fucking cookie. She's a smart fucking lady, period. Here's one of her tweets from earlier, exact quote from the No Kings organizers. And we went over their website a minute ago. Throughout history, people who have come together in protest against authoritarian regimes have utilized a color that is easy to see amongst the sea of thousands. They aren't denying it. No Kings was literally an attempt at a color revolution. Now, it's exactly what she's saying. These Bolsheviks, the Reds, will pick a color, and that's their battle color for the fight.
Yep.
That's exactly what's going on here. This was an attempted color revolution. They tried to kick off a revolution. If this had turned violent and successfully, if this had turned violent and successfully ended up with governments and states being overthrown or politicians being dragged out into the streets and killed, they would have been cheering this, and it would still be going on right now. If they could get their French Revolution, if they could get their Robespierre moment where everybody's being dragged out to Madame Guillotine, they would.
Yes.
It just failed. So they couched it as we're nice. We're the law-abiding ones. They had a plan B. This is the PACE plan, primary, alternate, contingency, emergency.
I believe they're in the.
They had a plan in place.
Plan right now.
Yes,
because their primary and alternate are not going to work.
They're failing badly. Their primary and alternate plans are failing.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Once the two-way rifle range starts, and the left starts targeting law enforcement, they don't seem to understand.
That's not going to end well for them.
The law enforcement in place is protecting them from us.
Yeah.
And once they're gone, it's going to be a whole other animal. Now, I don't want to see that. I don't want to participate in it, but I will record it for future generations.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
is. Okay, where I live is a rural area, and there was a thing in the paper yesterday or on Facebook. Wifey caught it, Mrs. Battledorf. Some guy, kind of disheveled looking, was going around trying to get people he's playing the sympathy card. Oh, I'm homeless. I don't have any food. Trying to get into their homes.
Uh-huh.
And that was in town. And underneath that was a whole bunch of, oh, come out here. Yeah, come out to the farms. Okay, yeah, come out to the farm.
Yeah.
Because if he does go out to one of the farmhouses and he picks the wrong one, he's gonna vanish, and there's gonna be some freshly tilled earth in the back 100 acres.
Yeah.
And that's it. That will solve itself. The lefties don't understand that because they almost invariably, I have never seen one in rural areas, like properly in a rural area. They live in urban areas and they live in suburbs, and most of them live relatively comfortable lives.
Mm-hmm.
They're the Starbucks drinkers. They're the university students.
No.
It's unicorn cum. That's what they get at Starbucks. It's no longer coffee. Unicorn cum. That's what they drink.
Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to think of it that way. I don't want those thoughts in my head. You have to walk around with that thought in your head. You know that, right?
I know.
You put it there. Don't look at me. I'm never ever going to repeat that. That's not a thing. Point being, these soft-handed little shits that talk tough at the universities when the police fail, because they'll gather in groups, we've seen them, and attack the cops. If the cops go, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. And the guys with our experience who don't think like Pop and me, who are not interested in two-way rifle range, those guys are going to go, okay, it's open season.
That's right.
And
like you're going to awaken that guy.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is get up, go to work, pay his bills, take care of his family. Now, if he can't do that because gobs of stupid idiots are doing stupid shit like shooting at you, throwing bricks, he's going to be like, I think I'm going to get on the phone and call some of my boys, and we're going to go settle this shit.
Here's what I think is going to happen. I pray it does not happen because I don't want it to happen because it's a horrible thought, but this is probably the most realistic scenario. The wife and or child of a Marine is going to get caught up in one of these riots and badly maimed or, God forbid, ejected from their meat suit.
Yep.
And that Marine now no longer has what chained him to being a civil person.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to pick up his phone and he's going to call the rest of his Marine company, and a dozen of them will show up. And God help you, because there's nothing quite as terrifying as a Marine fire team.
Rangers, but that's...
Well, Rangers, okay, yeah. But, I mean...
I totally get what you're saying. I get it.
No, you guys are methodical. Marines is just like basically handing pit bulls machine guns and pointing them in a direction.
Yeah.
Rangers like had a purpose. You'd hit the objective and then you would stop and then go do what you're supposed to do next.
Yeah.
A Marine rifle team that's pissed off like that, it's just going to...
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Call for resupply. We're not done yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I am worried that is what is going to happen. One of these morons is going to accidentally kill the wrong family member.
So we're at it's 9:04 now. Why don't we do this?
What do we do?
Let's pull up the Special Forces manual.
What? We don't have that.
And
why would we have that? Oh, look at that. What a strange thing for us to have.
Here's the most annoying part about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We perfected unconventional warfare.
Yes.
In fact, we perfected it to such a level, they actually forged men like me to wage said unconventional warfare. I went to an actual school for 7 months where I learned how to operate, executing what takes place in this manual. What's in this manual is not new. It has been around since, I don't know, 55, 58.
It is based on experiences mostly from World War II and what was called the Jedburghs.
Correct. But here's the thing, though, is we know exactly how unconventional warfare works, and we allowed it to take root in our very own country. That is why I'm pissed.
Yeah.
We should have known better.
Yep. Now, Pop was the guy doing the actual stuff. The teams that I worked for were the ones who prepped the area for his guys. We would be in there days, weeks, months ahead of time, gathering the actual intel. And when he had his briefings and done their little freaking isolation shit, you guys wouldn't let us anywhere near you during isolation.
No ISO, no.
Yeah. And you get ready to go, and we give you all of the new intel. So between Pop and me, we know all of the moving pieces here. Introduction, fundamentals, concept, objective.
Well, let's do a
see
game of
here.
find and replace.
Okay, what do you want to find?
Let's look up sabotage.
Now, I'm in the actual document. I will go to the correct page when I find it.
You just do a find and replace and type in the word sabotage, and it'll show you all everywhere that it.
Right, I know. I'm looking in the actual PDF on my computer because I can't search the PDF that you're looking at on that screen there.
Oh, I got you.
And I don't have Blake's 17th level wizard capabilities. So let's go to page 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
Resistance and guerrilla warfare. There are many forms which opposition movements take, and development follows no rigid pattern. Discontented individuals typically engage in non-cooperation, civil disobedience, work slowdowns, strikes, the spreading of rumors, and propaganda. Discontent grows into disaffection. Some elements engage in subversion and sabotage. This outgrowth of such activities is that some individuals go into hiding to escape capture, imprisonment, or death. Some flee to rural areas where they become guerrillas. Hello, Robin Sage. Finally, armed revolt or insurrection occurs.
Yeah.
Now,
we are in the discontent phase.
We are in the discontent phase. We have passed discontent. We are now in disaffection. They are starting to believe that they aren't part of us. They are starting to believe that their only way out is through us, to kill us or to get rid of us in some way. Mm-hmm. That's where we are at with them. Ideally, a resistance movement is organized to best carry out specific activities. Hello, Antifa. Generally, there are two types of resistance: covert and overt. Covert resistance groups consist of undercover activities of individuals and groups living and working within the established order. Let me repeat that. Consists of individuals and groups living and working within the established order.
All right, stop it right there.
Stopping right there.
Everything he just said is happening today.
Yes.
And we have a whole bunch of people on the Democrat side who are literally meeting that exact description.
Just to reiterate, we are reading the United States Military Special Warfare Guerrilla Operations Manual, which is 31-21. What's happening is these groups, Antifa and the others, are working from this playbook. And as we read through parts of it, you're going to see exactly what we're talking about. Let's get back to this portion here. Types of resistance. Covert resistance consists of undercover activities. We read that one. Overt or open resistance comprises the activities of individuals and organizations making no secret of their resistance. Hello, no kings. They divorce themselves from their normal pursuits and lead an outlaw type of existence. Hello, Antifa and all of the paid rioters. This type of resistance group organizes, trains, and arms itself for combat. In this case, it has taken the form of urban street combat and strange inflatable frog uniforms. This is the formative stage, however. It may adopt covert methods of organization and operation, or it may use sites like mobilize.us or Riot Incorporated. As it develops in size and capability, it retains some covert aspects, all of the dark money flowing through all of these organizations that nobody sees until you get somebody like Data Republican who can open that can of worms, pour it on the table, and go, now what?
Now, there's one difference here.
Okay.
In other countries, while this is
Mhm.
taking place, you're going to see arms shipments show
Yes.
up. They don't have to do that here because we can own firearms.
Yes.
So that's already covered.
Mhm.
Now, I believe that we have actual global powers in play here, i.e., the what was it? The thing they just found in New York.
Use your words.
The thing they found in New York with all the SIM cards that.
Yes, the Chinese server that was
the Chinese server farm. Now, from the rumors that I've been getting,
Mhm.
there's more of these all over the country.
Absolutely are. If you find one of something like that,
it's not a one-off.
No fucking way. When we did SIGINT and we ran operations similar to that, there were anywhere from 5 to 2 dozen elements if we could pull it off.
But the thing is,
never less than 5.
If that stuff was locally purchased, there would be a paper trail. My opinion is this. Now, I haven't got these details yet, but I think a lot of that stuff was brought in via shipping container.
Yep.
And then it's easy to do. Like, oh, we're going to sell this at Radio Shack, which doesn't exist anymore. But believe us,
yep,
they don't sell shit. They roll it out, put it on a truck, and boom, there you go.
Stop for a second. How many shipping containers are inspected at the major ports?
Maybe 3%.
It's 3%. 3% of shipping containers are inspected.
Correct.
That's a roll of the dice that I'll take every single time.
Yeah. And they could easily bring in other types of stuff that goes boom, different various types of boom putty.
They have already. I guarantee you that has happened.
Yes. Hell, they could even probably bring in a tactical nuclear device. And that would really supercharge the system.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's countermeasures to detect this stuff or not. I mean, I'm not in that world. I'm just letting you know, with the amount of bullshit that's going on, we have other countries who are literally want to see this happen. We have billionaires funding it. We have the UN wants to see us fall. Who do you think
we're funding them?
It's in here. Yeah, and we're funding them.
Yep.
Like, what kind of shit is this?
I've proven several times on this show that the UN is the one funding all of the immigration bullshit.
And
it's on archives.is. Just look up UN replacement migration.
Yeah, and one of the things that's going to take place here, and we're seeing the beginnings of it, is Trump is basically going to label this is a terrorist group, and then it's going to become an international terrorist group.
Yeah.
And you're going to see the United States actually wage war on individual people who are involved in this. And it might actually...
war is at the end of the day anyway, though.
I'll stand by. And we're going to probably swear out warrants, try to go after these people. Certain countries are going to say, no, we're not doing that.
Okay.
And I could literally see us going to war with some of these countries just to get our hands on these sons of bitches who are doing this to us.
We'll use an alternate method that runs out of Fort Bragg, or so I am led to believe.
Tier 1 door kicker?
Tier 1.
Tier 1 door kicker?
Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3.
Samurai Hellfire missile?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what that is, right?
The Ginsu knives?
Yes.
The Ginsu death knives. Those are the kinetics. I love those.
I mean, I saw that thing and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, that's savage but ingenious at the same time.
I have discovered that Twitter will not ban you if you call killing somebody a kinetic solution.
But
so
We are going to see that type of warfare develop.
Yes.
Because that's what's happening right now. And we're behind the power curve.
Mm-hmm.
But once we get up to speed, it's going to be a whole other goddamn game.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is. It's not going to be pretty. Look, like I said toward the beginning of the show, and Pop and I both did this apparently. I didn't know you got stuck in those buildings and got run over like a truck too.
Oh yeah.
At Regensville. Regensburg. Yeah. I know what it's like to be standing in a room when those guys come through the door, and you get about a half a second.
That's it, and you die.
Yeah, no, you're right. You just have a half a second to realize what's happened to you before they go shh and move.
All right, go back to the Special Forces Manual, and let's go back to the Special Forces NGOs.
Let's see. This is the 1958 version.
Okay, now let's pull up a modern one here. Hang on.
See if you can pull up a modern one.
Okay, you're pulling up an old one, man. What are you doing?
That's what I had. You know I like old shit. Yeah, I want to make sure that it's got the authentic stuff. But even with that, we still had. Here's 1969.
Oh, I'll put it up there. Take that one down. Let's see. Share screen. Special Forces.
It's 1969. You never let me have any fun. I like the older stuff. Here, hang on.
So,
okay, that's removed. Adding yours.
There we go. So let me go to this and let's do.
You found. Yeah, it's 3-5 now. That's why I know it is 31-21 because I'm old.
I'm old.
You were doing this when they changed the manual name. I was not.
All right. So can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Yeah.
What did you use to search that out?
Control F, and then you just
fag. You hear me out, faggot.
All right.
What search string did you use on Google to find that particular version?
I just typed in Special Forces, manual PDF, and it was like in the first page.
That is 30-5.
Yeah. Because they actually explain NGOs here and how they're weaponized and used strategically.
They would,
to fund stuff. This is nothing new. There's nothing
combat intelligence. Yeah. This is combat intelligence. Okay. This dates back all the way to 1940, by the way. This was originally called Military Intelligence and Combat Intelligence, a basic field manual from the War Department. Oh, look, 1940, the War Department. That's odd.
Mm-hmm.
1946, War Department Field Manual, FM 30-5. Okay, do your searches. I'm going down a rabbit hole here because I like to do this shit. Hi, Jimmy.
I'm just trying to find the non-government organizations here. So let's do finances.
We didn't deal with any NGO shit with the stuff that we were doing, but we wouldn't have.
Yeah. So here it is. I mean, I'm just doing the finance thing. There's 19. Let's see. Associate finances, disseminate state sponsoring information. Yeah, literally they talk about the finances. They tie it right to the NGOs.
Yeah,
because NGOs, they get a bunch of money from said government. They buy materials to bring it into said country. You're there to overthrow their government. You go around the back door to the NGOs, get the stuff that was brought in to help you out, to train your guerrillas, arm your guerrillas, get them all ready to go.
Now, this has come out recently, so I'm just going to say it out loud. State Department used NGOs heavily to move things in and out of foreign countries where we had kinetic actions in place. It was an extremely common thing for them to do. I knew that shit was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was never involved in any of that particular activity, but we all knew that was going on. The State Department always used them. If you were ever a member of the Peace Corps, when I joined up, you could not get a top secret security clearance because there were too many Peace Corps operations, which is an NGO, involved in trafficking shit in foreign countries.
Correct.
They would use their Peace Corps status to move stuff in and out of country.
Well, I mean, this is what we're talking
Or
about.
people.
Though. Like, this is the actual manual they're using against us.
Yes.
It's all here.
Yeah.
Anyone
We'll
can
post
it's PDF.
We'll post these. We'll post these links. We'll post these links. So you can see what's going on. And as you read through it, just compare that with some of the stuff we showed you tonight, some of the stuff you see in the newspapers. Now, before we get too deep into the weeds on that one, Pop, I want to make sure that we hit this here. So boot that.
I did.
Okay, because I want to make sure that, remember I said they were rebranding to be the peaceable one? Oh, fuck you, StreamYard, you booted my thing again.
Suck it.
Look at it. Rebranding to be the demonstration of peace, and we're the law-abiding ones, and this, that, and the other. Well, what they've done is, here's the Austin Police Department. Thank you to everyone who participated in the No Kings March today. The rally remained peaceful with no arrests reported. We're grateful to our community and event organizers for coming together to make sure that voices were heard safely and respectfully.
Yep.
San Diego Police Department. Thanks to the more than 2,500 people who came out and exercised their First Amendment right peacefully and responsibly. Once again, no one was arrested. That's San Diego. I've got probably 24 more of this exact thing. That was Austin and San Diego. And you've got Atlanta, St. Louis, and a whole bunch of other cities. All the same messaging. Thank you for coming out and demonstrating police peacefully. There were no arrests. Those were the two messages. Demonstration was peaceful. There were no arrests. Demonstration was peaceful. There were no arrests. Over and over and over and over. You could bring that manual back up if you want. I wanted to make sure we hit that because that was a seriously important one. The police departments were in on it. The police departments were told, probably by their city managers or their mayors, to send that message.
Yep. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Right. Add stage. All right. Now you see here where I do the funding. Let's see if we can get this a little bigger.
Enhance.
Track 42 left. Stop.
All right. You see the
Did
funding?
you make this snake scale? What?
But they're talking about the funding here.
Yep.
It's all here. They piece it all together.
Yep.
They literally talk about the NGOs, how they use it to fund.
Stop scrolling like a madman.
It's a backdoor funding thing. I'm sorry.
It's a what?
Backdoor funding. I know. I just said
what?
All right, Jimmy. I think you got to hit me with a homo suspicion point.
Oh boy. Pop talking about his back doors and everything. Jesus Christ. What the hell?
Let's see what else we got here.
Go back. Stop there in the funding for a second.
Okay.
Support of Public Law National Defense Authorization Act. $425 million a year. U.S. military uses intelligence contingency funds. Yes, they do. To support U.S. SOCOM funded intelligence operations. Yes, they do. Those are sweet, by the way. Title 10 of the USC. Confidential military purpose funds for support of SR. Yeah.
Here we go. USC for the.
Wow. I can't believe this is out in the open.
It is. Look at this. It's
this
right
is. We both have mentioned funds that are out there several times, and here it is. That's what that is right there. The NGOs and the billionaires that we mentioned at the beginning of the show with all of the funding that we showed you, that's their version of this. It's the exact same structure. I'm looking at this right here, and I'm looking at the structure that the NGOs put out. A lot of the stuff that Data Republican found, it is the exact same structure. I bet if you lined that up as a flow chart, it would be identical.
Yeah. I mean, they're literally using our own manual against us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Here's another one: caches and mission support sites.
They're using that too.
They're
the
using
bricks
that.
on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Here's hospitals and medical operations.
Yep. They've got their own medics. They've got their own medical tents.
Yep. Let's go up here. Supply. Here's another one.
Yep.
Supply.
They have trucks bringing shit in for them left, right, and center.
Yep.
Everything that's going on in here, you could draw a parallel to what they're doing. They are definitely using an organized playbook. Again, the way to tell is to look at multiple cities with these events. You will see the same structures over and over again. You will see the supply chains. You will see the medical facilities that they set up. You will see the caches. You will see the flow. In every city, it's the same, which means every time, with no exceptions, that they're using a playbook like this.
All right. Then they even have the auxiliary here, which is supporting the actual, guys on the ground, who are doing the shit.
Yep.
Early warning, security, intelligence collection, CI operations, recruitment of new personnel, air or maritime reception support.
Yep. Communications, PSYOP, PRS, fundraising, augmentation. Now, quick rabbit hole. I won't go all the way down it, but for those of you interested in stuff like this, read about the Jedburgh teams. Find and read about the Jedburgh teams in World War II. It's fascinating shit.
Yep. Here's the logistics support.
Yep. It's all here. This is our special warfare guerrilla manual right here. Signal channel TACSATs. Yeah, we did a lot of that. There's some other stuff out there.
PSYOPs involved. Our media is doing PSYOPs on us right now.
Yep. Skip trans. I don't think they needed any of that, though. They didn't need anything that elaborate. Skip trans was kind of cool.
There we go. Communication support to civil affairs.
Yeah. There you go.
That's
Stop.
All right.
G9, S9 staff within our communicators must anticipate. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. Well, since we're in the civil affairs section,
here, one or more.
Scroll down.
Hang on.
Scroll down.
Hang on. One or more of these CMOCs. These centers coordinate requests for assistance from government organizations, NGOs, international organizations, and civilians.
Yep.
It's right fucking there.
Yep.
Want me to scroll down?
Communicate. Stop.
Okay.
Move your mouse. Oh, it's my mouse. Never mind. Oops. Signal doctrine dictates communication higher, lower, left, right. SOP communication requests are inherently joint and interagency by nature and echelon above units. There it is right there. PSYOPs is echelon above. They use the same methods.
Yep.
PSYOP units will require connectivity from deployed location back to the sustaining base. Yep. Or extraordinary communications demands on an undeveloped theater. Yeah. So those communications lines right there, they're going to have the exact same structure that you see here. This is page 8-3.
But what are we hearing in the media? They're literally like, oh, Antifa doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. That's all PSYOPs.
No, they use this same structure. You can see it inside the frickin' the website that I showed. Now I can't remember the name of it.
It's okay. We're
at
old.
The beginning. Yeah, I know. It's there. You know what I'm talking about.
Correct.
At any rate, that kind of activity right there is exactly the stuff that we did while we were overseas, but that's what you're seeing now. And that's why Pop and I went, wait a minute, they're using our fucking playbook on us. And that's how we got to where we are right now. Yeah, they're absolutely using our own fucking playbook against us. Scroll up. Show me that.
Oh, hang on. I just did a search for NGOs. All right.
No, I see that.
There's 53 mentions of NGOs in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the NGOs go through the entire Special Forces Unconventional Warfare Manual here.
It's an easy way to move shit around.
Correct.
Because a lot of times NGOs go unnoticed. They're viewed as benevolent the majority of the time.
All right, then let's just do another one here. Here we go, another one.
Limited contingency operations. Oh, yeah.
Now, I know people are like, well, this is a lot of talking, a lot of verbs in here, but what are they? Listen, they're fucking us in the ass, using our own methods against us. They've been doing it for decades, and the mainstream media, big tech, and even our own government has fucking shut their mouths about it. And the only reason we know about it, and it's now somewhat in the open, is because we got President Trump in office. He got in the first time on a fluke. They fucked him over. They perp walked him. And we got to see exactly what's fucking going on with the 4 years of Biden. And then we got Trump again. And now he's like, you know what? Fuck you. You came after my family. All bets are off. And now he's going to be dropping bombs.
Now, the reason I queued on Lycon Ops there, limited contingency operations, is whenever there's an incident, a shooting, a stabbing, the girl who was killed in the subway, that kind of thing. That's an example of a Lycon. Exploit the fuck out of that, even though it's an isolated single incident, and they've got a playbook for that.
Yep.
Exactly for that kind of thing. And they've got a playbook for when a black kid is killed.
Mm-hmm. Let's hit the next one. Intent and goals of NGOs, humanitarian relief, organizations, and other key civilian agencies in...
No, that's just an X fact. Let's move on. Military considerations. Stability operations that support STR versus primarily support OGAs, IGs, and NGOs to restore civil authority. There you go. This is post-op.
Yep.
This is a post-op operation. What that means is, okay, we've come in, we've done what we wanted to do. Now we've got to get everything settled down to restore civil authority, rebuild infrastructure, and reestablish commerce, education, and public utilities. That's the point that they want to get to right there. That's the end game. Okay?
But
what you're looking at there is the end game.
To get to this end game, about 10 to 15% of our gross population will need to be exterminated.
Yes.
Because
that's the communist end game. That's what they want to do right here.
Because there's always that 10 to 15%, no matter what you do, are just not going to go along with it. They got to wipe them out.
Now, I'm going to point something out that a lot of people out there are going to like, I don't give a fuck, okay? Because a lot of my buddies were over there, and one of our guys was the first fucking guy to die in that whole mess. In Iraq, they had no post-op. There was no exit plan.
There was
None.
no civil affairs, yeah.
No fucking exit plan at all. And all of us were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they fucked up. That's why they dumped all that money to stand up all those civil affairs units.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got my my last 12 years on active duty was in civil affairs.
Yeah. We were fucking furious, dude. They had no exit plan at all.
But just look at all this goes through the entire manual, NGOs.
Mm-hmm.
It is a critical part of what's taking place today. Yes. That's why we have to shut them down. They have to be audited and shut the fuck down. And people working for these NGOs need to get fucking creamed.
Yep.
Look at that. That's a civil affairs schematic.
Oh, yeah. Hi. I was all the way at the top of that stack. I was Army NCOIC up.
But again, the NGOs are all through this unconventional warfare manual. You can download the PDF. You can read it all for yourself. This is all open source. This isn't secret.
That's a good one. Stop. Go back to the last one you had open. Last one you showed.
Yeah.
Okay. Scroll down.
Stand by.
Scroll down. Phase 5 build up. Right there. Hang on. Shaping operations at any echelon, preserving operations, UW operations, shaping operations. This right here, if you go back and look at a lot of the media that came out around the beginning of the No King stuff, that's what's called shaping operations right there. Where we're basically prepping the area.
Yep.
To conduct operations. And all of the talk about the No Kings, that's all build up. That's all shaping. And that's a huge part of what we did with civil affairs right there, because you've got to...
It's civil affairs and PSYOPs. They blend together.
Yeah. What it does is set up a mental beachhead for the place that you're going. You want to have them already receptive.
Yes. So let's hit the next one down. All right, let's hit the other one. Here we go.
We're rolling into super chats.
Let's do it.
We're getting really esoteric.
Okay.
So
right.
I think we've made the point. Okay, this is a fucking playbook, guys. It's a playbook, and we've shown you all of the data. We've got all of it. We'll happily provide all of the links and all the PDFs and everything. This is a playbook. This is organized. This is well funded. This is well thought out, and a lot of it's being run right out of our own fucking government.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
Jimmy, do that thing, Jimmy.
So this is what I'm going to do here. At the end of the show, I'm going to have Battledorf email me all of everything in regards to the show, and I'm going to send it directly to one of the handlers for Tim Pool and see if he wants to do a show on this.
Let's do this a different way. Set up a Gmail folder while Jimmy's running the video, and then send me the link to that Gmail folder, and I'll dump, because this is a lot.
It's a lot? Okay. I will.
Jimmy.
There you go. Well, instead of showing you guys the barbershop quartet or some disco dwarf here, the Redonkulas mascot has some wise words to say for us for tonight.
Hey guys, it's Tom. You know, your bird in your hand is not better than 2 balls and a bat in her bush.
That's not where I was thinking Tom was going to go. But here we are.
I also know, again, we've been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason. We pull in roughly 12 to 15% of what we did in our heyday, and we want to keep this moving forward. So any little bit you send in to keep us paying the bills goes a long way. Thank you in advance.
Yep.
All right.
And thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for that. Those wise words from you. All righty. How are we doing over on the YouTube side of thing? We have 448 concurrent viewers. We had 1,591 views.
Wow. All right.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. First one comes from Alex Patino here of $10. But the ultra wealthy have gotten smarter, learned from history, made modern education a joke. Let's see. Are taking the initiative to seize the means of production before they're on the chopping block.
Well, they actually have already done that by sending our production overseas.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. Right now, 77 independent individual farmers are going out of business a day in the United States.
Yep.
Not good. Let's see. Next one here is from Necrodancer 009 for 1111. Said, "Sew their nuts into their assholes, a living tapestry of suffering." The phrase of Sisters of Fate so refers to the 3 Greek goddesses of destiny, the Moirai or Fates, who control the thread of life.
Yes, I'm familiar with those stories. I read those in high school, and they were quite captivating.
Yep. Let's see. And Necrodancer coming back again says, Nurgle is a chaos god in the Warhammer universe, representing decay, disease, death, and rebirth. He specializes in attrition warfare, long-term, days, weeks, months, years. Death Guard is the worst.
Nurgle is a real Babylonian god of the exact same thing. They just ripped him from that.
Well,
anyway,
he got skills.
That's fine.
And Necrodancer with a 44 donation here. He says, "Can you please make a poem about C4? Please? I funding it. What kind of shit is this?"
Call it an ode to Boom Putty.
Ode to Boom Putty. I just can't write poems out of my ass. It takes a while.
That's fine.
I mean, we do
give you a working title.
We do have silly putty. So in, opposites attract, or whatever the fucking saying is, there is serious putty, and I'm pretty sure C4 falls under that.
Or Semtex. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Mario Trujillo coming back says, "The rest of the world has treated America as a penal colony for the last 2 decades. If all this goes hot, the last 2 world wars are going to look like a cookout."
Yeah. It's possible. That is
possible. Be a lot of carnage. Hopefully there'll be no nukes, but
please no.
Yeah.
No. Not good. And Sean St. George here, 499 says, "Papa Dwarf, have you seen JD Dealey's interview with former Antifa?"
Actually, I did see that.
Send that to me, please. I have not.
Yeah, and listen, they have a really rigid recruiting standard, and they literally push you to become a member of the cult, and they make it so you can't get out of it. Just like standard cult stuff.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next one's from FMF Veteran for $10. Says, for the cause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, good sir. Okay, Rumble. What's the numbers looking like?
Ruh-roh.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I didn't take a look because YouTube changed things up because you can't really see everything on it. How many likes do we have?
Rumble's above 25%.
YouTube, though, is just a cunt hair above half. 280 likes. I don't know. Let me do one more refresh. 401 viewers. 142 likes.
Oh, here we go.
You know what? Instead of a Hillary, I'm feeling generous. Pop, do you remember the incident where the body camera footage was not released?
No, God. What have we done?
Well, the body camera footage got released.
Sir, step down off the animal for me.
Easy there, partner. She's house.
It's still illegal to ride a pig on a public roadway. Gonna need ID.
ID? I got one better.
Whoa, hey.
Hit it, pork chop.
Sir.
Get it, pork chop. Honey, can I get a riding pig?
No. God. Again, salute to Billy Von Baum for providing us with all of the deep fake entertainment we can ever want.
Oh, God.
That dude is a legend. Anyways, we'll jump back over here into the chats. How are we doing over there on the MGTOW side, or the Rumble side? I saw Mando here, the first one. Says, given the left's fascination with the Rainbow Coalition, I suspect they are saying they only want the queens.
Yep.
God. Yeah. And Alucard coming in. Pop Jr. called and he wants Pop to dance because he wants to be like his father, Pop.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, I'll save that for later because I read down the chats earlier and Alucard, Mando is throwing his hat in the ring. So
come on, can we stop this? This is out of control. You're killing me here. You're killing me.
No, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God, fuck you, man.
Let's see. Susan McCarley here with $5 says, hey, Cash App, forgot to ask if I'm really sure I want to send money to this account again. Winning.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's see. Mando with his first one here says, what we're seeing in cities is an example of why republics, democracies all turn to empires before collapse.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, well.
Oh, here we go.
Brace yourself, Pop. This one's pretty bad. From Mando, my good buddy. Pop, perhaps you should see if any of those protesters are skilled at making freshly degloved hand sandwiches with Gorlock Fremunda cheese, Killery yeast bread, served with a Horton breast milk shake drizzled with vag discharge and starburst for flavor.
God damn it. You got to add the flavor thing in there just to make it worse. God, that's horrible.
Who wants chowder?
Oh.
And before Jimmy gets through that whole thing there real quick, if you want to read about what happens when an empire collapses, Tacitus wrote the Annals. Tacitus, the Annals. He describes the fall of Rome in enormous detail.
Great.
Yay.
Hey, can't wait.
I was reading that today.
All right, let's see. We got Lurch Frele coming in. 571, diversity plus proximity equals conflict. The elites exploit this. Oh, taking a break from the grossing Pop out this week. I can't speak for Mando or Mr. Card. Cheers. I'm sure Pop's stomach and lump of vomit. Thank you.
Yes. That's vile, man. It's vile.
Ugh, it's disgusting. That's it. And Alucard, the dog man called. She wants Pop to sing, and the snoo and the bit tent and the beer and the squealing and all of that good stuff, Pop. All of the good
Every single time.
That's terrible. I don't know what to tell you guys.
It just never gets old. Don't tell you.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah,
one.
but it never gets old.
I hate it.
I don't know why, but
it's not growing on me. It's not growing on me. I'm sorry.
What is growing on you?
Hopefully nothing bad.
Just be sure you take your amoxicillin.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. 68 Barracuda coming in says, so Battle Hobbit, what was the joke that Gaius Julius Caesar used a pickle to illustrate a point or the punchline?
I don't recall that one. Now I have to go back and look, but I don't remember a specific joke that Caesar used. You got me there. You got me on one. I don't know about a pickle joke, but I'm sure there probably is one.
He probably handed a cucumber to his wife and say, hey, sit on this for about a week.
Yeah. Why not?
I do have a Roman cookbook from 79 AD, and most of the recipes basically say at the end, and put ketchup on that shit.
Okay.
There you go.
True story.
Count Chad the Impaler. Count Chad the Impaler coming in says, I think that we need to bring about exile with loss of citizenship upon pain of death should they try to run for deviants and traitors.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. You don't like it here, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that idea.
Yep. Got Reynard69 coming in and says the left is using frog costumes because they're trying to steal the energy from Pepe the Frog, an anarchist symbol that was successfully taken by the right and now mocks all things cringe.
And that was glorious. I was there when Pepe was stolen. I was there for that. It was absolutely fucking glorious.
Yeah.
That's some good shit right there.
And that is where we came up with the term friends.
Yeah.
Let's see. USMCD's nuts. Well, $5 says we need to dress up as Ninja Turtles and go kick their ass.
Listen, man, fighting in one of those inflatable things is probably not advisable.
Yeah. Probably a bad idea.
Well, he didn't say dress up in an inflatable, just dress up as a Ninja Turtle.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
How many inflatables do you have, Jimmy? Loaded question. Carry on.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Let's see. We got Mando here says, haven't the French been gay since the mid 1700s? You know, since the last time they successfully defended their own nation, Napoleon was a Corsican, not French.
That's correct. I was about to make exactly that point. The last time the French had a competent leader, he wasn't French.
Well, yeah,
he wasn't.
I know,
he was a Corsican.
Well, the last time Germany had a somewhat decent leader, he wasn't German either.
He was Austrian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Austrian painters are bad news.
Well, just don't kick him out of art school, and it'll be fine.
Carry on.
And actually, his art wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
Yeah. 68 Barracuda says, Battle Hobbit, have you looked into Tom Lungho's podcast? I think you could do well bouncing off each other, ideas off each other and sharing data.
Send me a link to that at the Battle Dwarf at pm.me.
There you go. See, here comes Mando with his dad jokes. If some of the cuter females have an OF account, does that make them communists? Just asking for a brain-damaged former grunt.
That sounds totally legit.
The problem is that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
Communists. Wow.
It's going in the book.
We need to push that.
Dude,
we need to do a whole Thursday episode on communists.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
See, Tomahawk Hero 5 says law enforcement officers who are just following orders are the biggest traitors of all.
Yeah, I get it.
Look, there's a level of institutionalization when you become an LEO, just like there is in the military.
Mm-hmm.
We did stuff that in retrospect, we probably should have been going, why are we even here?
Well, like there was a few times in Iraq where we got some pretty crazy fucking orders from up top.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the ground and, I'm literally there in the battle space going, nah, we're not doing that. Nah, we're going to do this instead.
Yeah.
And, I saved lives for, civilians and some of my guys. I got my ass chewed, but I had a good explanation. So like, yeah, all right.
That was the best part of not being around big army. That was the best part of working in smaller teams is you could make calls like that and get away with it usually.
I did it all the time.
Yeah.
I did it all the time.
Yep.
We got Susan Carly here with 5 says, hey, what's up with Chicago PD actually trying to control rioters? Did I read it wrong or did it happen?
Well, at some point, they're going to have to, shit or get off the pot. Like these blue city police departments are either going to go 100% against the federal administration, which I don't advise, or they're going to have to assist. They can't continue to stay on the fence. It's not going to work out for them.
Spitball theory, based on the fact that the Bolsheviks are trying to rebrand right now, the police in those cities may be trying to rebrand as law and order themselves.
Well, we'll see.
It's a spitball theory. I'm just pulling that out of my ass right here on the spot.
Well, another thing you can do is pull a beer out of your ass because you said the word
drink.
Bolsheviks. Drink.
All right. Captain Chad the Impaler here with 5 says someone needs to unleash the power of Rico against Antifa.
Mm-hmm.
Put them all away for decades, or better yet, extraordinary rendition to someplace overseas.
Well, here's the thing. If Trump decides to activate the Insurrection Act,
yeah,
yep,
we're going to be wishing for Rico.
Yeah.
Because the Insurrection Act is a whole other fucking animal.
Yeah.
Military tribunals, the whole fucking ball of wax. And that does not go well for people caught up in that mess.
Now, I'm not normally a fan of this sort of activity, which doesn't actually exist, and I have no knowledge of any such activity, but I would not be particularly adverse to seeing some of the Antifa commander types renditioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like specific ones. But
talking about waterboard them with diesel or something?
No, I don't have any opinions, nor do I have any knowledge of any such activity. Nor could I condone any such activity should I have knowledge of it. But yeah, there's a couple of them that I would definitely consider for
certain you and I both
particular programs.
Such activity.
Yep.
Correct.
We don't condone it, but we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mando, he's asking, if Hillary goes to jail, will you retire the deep fakes?
No. Why would we?
Okay, I'm going to have to put a big fuck off.
In a perfect world, we would take all of the Hillary deepfakes and put them on loop on the television in her cell.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love to see that.
Hell yeah. We got Lurch Fraley coming back with another 5. Says, Pop, here in Pasco, MGA, rednecks are training in compounds in huge numbers. You warned for years that taking back the country will cost blood. How much will it cost now?
The coffers of this country will run dry, but don't you worry. They will be fed. the cost will be high and paid in blood and lead.
Yep. There you go. Let's see. 68 Barracuda here. Oh, God, he snuck this one in on me. Nobody loves a commie granny biscuit leaking pints of man chowder in her rascal seat, stewing her prolapsed anus in edema bloated things, slipping and sliding and oozing.
God damn it. Killing me, man. You're killing me. Stop.
Too specific.
All right. All right. Continue on.
Oh,
Continuing on, please. God. Oh, God. Snuck that one up on me. God. Let's see. Vincent Van Gogh, fuck yourself. How's it going there, Vinny? So for 20, he says, I have two cousins that went to the No Kings protests in Livonia. Most of my mom's side of the family are retards.
Yep.
A lot of my family is. It's very sad.
Yep. Vincent again for 5 says, my uncle got arrested in the mid-'80s after graduating from Northern Michigan, celebrating at the bar, and then stealing a steamroller and driving it down the streets of Marquette. He's a legend up there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Marquette is a town in the Upper Peninsula that is also known as the Monastery because in winter you ain't getting out of there.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, I got Fan I Am. Hey, haven't seen you in a while there, good sir. Says, after a hot day, I highly recommend drinking a Matzo's mango beer from Australia, and it's in between a beer and a cider. Very refreshing on a warm afternoon.
Interesting. I have to brew some Bragat, which is halfway between mead and beer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Jimmy, you have a bottle headed your way.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets here for the...
It should. That's why I said it.
Yep. Sweet. I'll have some Kampfschwerg to drink on Devil's Night. Yeah.
We know nothing.
No, it's perfectly. There's no financial transaction involved. It's perfectly legal.
Oh, okay.
You can send whatever the fuck you want. You just can't accept money for it, which I didn't. I just sent Jimmy a bottle.
Yeah. I just got the message. Hey, care package coming your way. I'm like,
exactly.
Sweet. It's like a Sarge and his cigar drop off that he gives me. I still haven't even tried it.
There you go.
But it's getting cold outside, so.
Oh, I miss being overseas and being able to buy real Cuban cigars.
I'll have to go for a drive one of these nights and enjoy one of those. But moving on here, we got 68 Barracuda says, Dwarf and Pop, I strongly urge the two of you to get in contact with Tom Lanungo. He reminds me a lot of Stardust in his thinking. Look up his podcasts, Gold, Goats, and Guns, and interviews.
Tom Luongo. I know who you're talking about now. It's Tom Luongo.
Okay.
I know who that is.
There you go. Mando coming back says, since the Antifa all dressed like Cobra Troopers, is it appropriate to ask the theme where the commander is, especially when there is not a Comic-Con around?
I don't know.
I wonder what would happen if you just dressed as Cobra Commander and showed up at one of their rallies. I wonder if any of them would get it.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Now, I would be tempted to do something like that like 3 or 4 years ago, but in today's environment, you could quite easily get shot, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to bullets.
That's fair.
Yeah. Let's see. International Hustle Whoop Ass saying, I'm going to start saying he got a dynamic exit instead of unalived.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dynamic exit. Received a kinetic response. Yeah.
Had a short drop and a sudden stop.
Ejected from their meat suit.
Yeah.
Collision of fate.
Deprived of their oxygen addiction.
Fell out of the asshole of life.
Yeah.
Had an argument with physics, and physics always wins.
That's right.
Physics does always win. All right, carry on.
Carry on.
Let's see.
All night with this.
Oh, God. Chow Cad the Impaler coming in says, shipping container cruise missile systems, Google YJ-18C, China, and Club K, Russia, can be fired from a container ship, railroad car, truck, or container sitting on a farm by a U.S. base. Power grid vulnerable.
Correct. Another thing is they could easily send over a whole pallet or one of those shipping containers full of shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles and just cause nothing but a huge...
Or even just laws, dude. Even a box of laws.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely screw a bunch of shit up.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't fucking know is that literally 0% of the major components for our electrical grid are manufactured in the United States anymore. They're all manufactured overseas.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there.
Bunch of bullshit.
Yep. Next one.
All right. Are you sure, Pop?
Oh, God, here we go. Oh, God.
You're definitely going to need a bucket for this one, Pop.
A bucket?
Alucard 1776 for $2. Hillary's pus, greenish, chunky, yeast-infected nodules of placenta smoothie. Period blood pancakes with vegetal cysts, berries with zinc munging syrup with snot, STD, gonorrhea, tea with vaginal beef slaps.
Oh my God! And the way you're like, you're just such a bastard about it. All right,
gotta have a little fun with trying not to fucking puke over here, man.
I know it's hard.
God, it's terrible.
Terrible.
Let's see. Professor Blake Pooh Ass Blaster 3000. He's asking for a singing Blake. Well, I can oblige with that and let Pop's lump of vomit, settle down a little bit.
Okay, good.
We did have a request for singing Pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me. I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop that came from me, I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
All right.
There you go. Weirder. See, Idiot Grimlock here jumping in says, you can't vote your way out of stupid. If one of these NGOs, DSS or DCSE, fraud child support orders, you had better comply or they'll jackboot your door, assault you, attack you, jail you, and do bad shit.
Yep. That whole child support thing needs to be corrected.
Yeah. Badly.
Yes.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep. I actually did see a post on Twitter the other day that said, what was it? Men or women don't need men or some shit like that. And I said, I have a very controversial opinion that will piss everybody off. We'll save that for another day, though.
All right.
I think I saw that one, Jimmy.
You did.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would piss off a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah. All right, carry on.
That's fine with me. Well, I'm scrolling through the Rumble chats here. We're getting through the duplicates here. Cliff 3188. Cliff 3188. I want to say this coordination has been escalating for years. First with the Fluid Riders, then J6 infiltrators, allegedly 3-letter agents. That's not alleged. Then using civilians with LA ICE riots in June and this event.
Yep.
There were 274 confirmed FBI informants in J6 crowd.
And all of them need to get fired.
Fired.
They're on the payroll. Fuck you. You're done. Get the fuck
You know what? I'll give you one chance. Sing. The FBI agents that were there.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you one chance. Sit down and write down every fucking detail that you know.
Yes. And we want names.
I'll let you turn state's witness. Yeah, exactly. We want names.
Names.
But otherwise, you're fired and you're doing at least a year in jail.
And that dude who shot what's-her-face, I want to see that dude fucking hang.
I know a guy and a nurse. The guy at the bottom of the stairs, you can see his legs when she gets shot. He lives down the road from me.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that story shortly after it happened, and the poor fucking guy was in fucking tears because he saw it fucking happen. He's like 70 years old. He went there to be there for a big event.
Yeah,
and he happened to be there when that happened. And he said it was fucking horrifying.
Well, it is. It is horrifying when you see somebody get their dome blown open like that.
This guy lived to be 70 years old and had never seen anything like that before. Yeah. Well, he was 65 at the time. But the point,
even in the vicinity, you're going to taste the blood because it turns into a mist.
Yeah.
And it's going to get in your mouth.
There are people out there who said, "Oh, that never happened. Oh, that was staged." Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I could walk you up to a guy who was standing there when it happened. Go ahead.
Hooliganism with 5 says, towards the Living Trusts show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Tomahawk again says, I've probably said it before, but I think balkanization is inevitable at some point.
Yes.
That is definitely a possibility.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's definitely a possibility.
Well, when you have city officials telling their people underneath them to not abide by federal fucking law, what do you do at that point?
I also see
Not good.
I also see a possibility for a couple of major American cities to become basically escape from New York style areas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where they're just absolute no-go zones.
Yep. But the liberals want to bitch about, sundown towns rule America. Yeah, fuck you.
All right.
Sundown towns will rule America if you keep going the way you are.
Yeah. Cliff 3188 coming back says, during the LA ICE protest on NBC, you can see protesters behind the field reporter check their phones at exactly 11 a.m. Yep. Within seconds, they all load up into a bus and others offload. It was all on camera.
Boop. Yep. You're exactly correct.
Yep. Tomahawk, he's correcting my my pronunciation.
Luongo.
Yep. His name is pronounced Tom Luongo.
Yes.
There you go. I see letters and I try to sound them out.
It's okay, Jimmy. You're not as bad as Pops Les Dixia, but yeah, it's all right.
Well, it's better to have Lis Dexia than Limp Dickia.
Or Les Dixia.
Yeah, both of are bad.
Those are bad. And Mando coming back says, 2 streams in a row, I got in the book. Fucking winning.
Outstanding.
Hell yeah.
That's a feat.
Let's see. Oh, Tomahawk, he's coming in and he's asking the real hard-hitting questions.
Oh.
Does a blowjob from Hillary count as anal?
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Probably not, but it definitely applies to Chelsea.
I don't even want to contemplate that.
Dude, that is just vicious.
Although young Hillary, like 18, 20-year-old Hillary.
When she wasn't a conniving Satanist, evil bitch.
No, I'm still going to go with that was fucking evil and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're that evil, you're born that evil.
Yeah.
She was that evil the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Tomahawk says, Dwarf was hoping to send you some honey. Vero mites wiped out my hives. I threw everything at them to no avail. I'll try again next year.
Dude, you send me honey, I will send you transformed honey back.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I need to go find some more 5-gallon buckets of honey around here.
Okay.
I'm going to start looking around.
I was going to say, I want to say you can order a package of ladybugs and they will take care of the mites and the smaller bugs that may or may not be causing you an issue. Mm-hmm. I know ladybugs are really good for mites.
We have a real ladybug population here in Michigan. I've got them in my house, as a matter of fact, from time to time. So our bees actually do pretty well here. We get quite a bit of honey.
All right.
Yeah, I would. I'm pretty sure there is some website you can order ladybugs on, and they do love eating mites, and they do take care of all that good stuff. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, we got them here. Anyway, carry on.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh god!
No! God! All right.
Count Chad the Impaler throwing his hat in the $5 ring, guzzling Hillary's chowder.
Oh,
her gonorrhea-coated pubic hair caught in your burning.
Come on!
You eat a Starburst, hoping it will scrape away the hair, only to realize that was not a Starburst.
God damn you. That's horrible.
Dad, I'm scared.
That's one of the older ones.
Yeah, Blake made that one.
Like a long time ago. That's funny.
Who's a savage?
That's funny.
God. That's making my stomach churn, man. I was going to eat a salad and some pizza, man. The fuck is wrong with you?
You fucked it up, man.
Great. Now I'm just going to have to drink my dinner tonight because I want to wash that lump of vomit going down.
Carry on.
Carry on.
And two guests here. Dwarf, I was just about to say a box of splody
tubes.
Splody tubes,
Yeah.
shards against substantial parts would be bad.
Alrighty.
Yeah. A Flaw 07 here says strategically important things are now being made in USA again. Transformers being one positive
Really?
of COVID.
I hope that is true because we really need that to be true. You do not outsource your infrastructure. Bad call.
Yeah, it's a bad call. And also, let's hope it's the electrical kind of Transformers and not the biological kind of Transformers.
Part of the loose gay butt torquing queer community type.
Yep. And,
not another one.
Come on, guys. Come on now.
I wish I could say no, Papa. Alucard, he's gonna try to keep his crown of trying to make you puke here.
All right.
Munging syrup of vaginal fish.
Vaginal fish.
Smelling beef flaps. Placenta, vaginal genital warts, flour with pus-filled genital cysts. Chunky yeast infected nodules of vomit. Snot smelling like Starburst. Ass.
Oh,
God.
Oh, God. That's a terrible one.
Sorry, Alucard, but I think you've been dethroned here tonight for.
All right, let's not turn this into a competition. I can't take this. Keep going.
It's already a competition.
Please stop,
Pop. I have no control of this.
I have no control of this. So go fuck yourself. We're gonna
go fuck yourself. See, Cliff 3188 coming in says theory. The AWS glitch yesterday was really a test run. It might be tied to this protest. People are promised to pay to protest, then the payment processor gets shut down. These useful idiots will starve.
Okay.
Well,
that will eventually happen. At one point, they will no longer have a use for the useful idiots.
And
exactly that will happen. Well, some version of that.
Because it's already happened. Nothing new under the sun.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, I'm still trying to drink down that lump of vomit from earlier. God damn. You guys are disgusting. Let's see. Mando coming in says, Jimmy, make sure you have Lizzo toss your salad before giving you a special sauce for cavity.
Come on. That's wrong.
God, stop. Oh, all right.
Oh, you guys are sick bastards. Oh God. Tomahawk. There's nothing like a mouthful of schmegma. Thick and creamy.
Stop.
Come on.
Oh, God.
All right, keep going.
I need a beer. I need a beer and a hug, man.
I need a beer and a hug.
Beer and a hug. Jesus Christ, you guys are disgusting. All right. Thankfully,
you need a beer and a mouth hug from a Chelsea.
And she can sing me the all opera all Val Opera Hour for about 3 hours. That would be very nice. But thankfully, that covers everything on the Rumble chats. You disgusting, I can't even fucking talk because you guys are so nasty bastards.
I think we got another one on YouTube.
Yep, I was just about ready to jump over there. Let's see here if it'll jump it in here. We had quite a few here. We got Joshua Moon here with $10 says, wanted to ask a random question. Have you ever served with someone scared of loud noises, fireworks, defense tool noises, and how would one get over such a fear?
Yes, I have. And usually I would just have them wear earplugs. And you just have to get used to it. The earplugs will take away the initial shock, because that's normally what it is. You hear the noise and you have that instant insulin response. I mean, that's the way it is with me with my PTSD. So I usually, if I'm going to be anywhere where I think there's going to be loud noises like that, earplugs. Especially if I go into like a busy, loud bar, I have to wear them. Within 20 minutes, I'll be freaking the fuck out.
As long as I am not surprised, I am okay. But if I am surprised by loud noises, I will do something silly like crawl under a table or
the fight or flight response is real.
Yeah, I start sweating.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. We got Necrodancer coming back, says, please give a link to your newest book.
Well, my books are on Amazon, so you just go to Amazon, do a name search, Terrence Pop, and all 4 of my books will pop up.
There you go. All right, we got our man with $10 says, I'm jumping in late, but here is what I have to contribute. Thank you, good
man.
sir.
We appreciate it very much.
Let's see here. Necrodancer coming in, $9.99. Here's a special recipe for you, Pop. Sardines plus raw onions plus vodka equals raw physical power. Is it a full moon dance?
Nope. No, thank you. I don't need any of that. Well, onions are okay, but sardines, nope. Vodka, yeah, I'll drink a couple of shots of Show Me Your Tits. It's not bad.
What are you, Ukrainian? Vodka, sardines, and onions? The fuck is that? All right, carry on.
Yep. Carrying on. Alrighty. I forgot to do some shit here and get MGTOW chats coming up. Let me do a quick refresh on the Odyssey side of things. Doesn't look like no chats over there, but we got 10 folks over there watching. Let's see here. Yeah, we got a handful over here on the MGTOW side. First one from Crazy Uncle. I was hoping you could give a critique to a short video I made. Feel free to be brutally honest. FYI, it is YouTube friendly, under 3 minutes. You can find it on YouTube. He gives us a link, or on TikTok.
Send me the link. I'll check it out later.
Yep, there you go. Let's see. And he appreciates our input. Also, you might need a drink if you think it's total Bolshevik. There you go. And Dark Mad Dog's got 2 in a row here. First one. Most famous ever line said, I saw, I came, I conquered. By the way, I
came, I saw, I conquered. Yeah.
Back then, Plato and other elders had Caesar derangement syndrome, and the similarities between Trump and Caesar are striking. I want a Chinese professor Jian something on YouTube. Don't know if he is a commie, but he's got tons of content. Also, Canada might have an election. May. Poilievre will probably win, maybe, I hope. The internet cutting bill and other thing got rejected by conservatives. Thank God.
Point of order here. Plato lived a full 400 years before Caesar.
Okay.
So there's that.
Well, he had a crystal ball.
That's fair.
Okay. Next one.
And Dark Mad Dog again says, Pop, did you know fungus can feed on anything? Like anything, even spunk.
That's nasty, but you are correct.
Why do you know that, though? Why do you know that? Dude, take the socks out from under your bed.
So instead of it being fun guy, it's cum guy. It says you could power an Android or PC by giving it nutrients, and eventually it will start to crawl around like a caterpillar and become a mass of fleshy, pulsating fungus that starts yearning for the juice and gonorrhea, syphilis, worms, and menstrual blood. You can hear it squelch, move, and ooze mucus while it's moving towards your bed. Towards your bed.
Hey, you guys, this is just getting weird.
Okay.
Maybe back it off a little. It's getting weird in here.
You guys turned it up to a 12. Let's turn it down to like an 8 or a 7, please.
Somewhere between a 6 and an 8. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next
we
one.
got 4 more over on Rumble, Jimmy.
Sneaky fucking bastards. All right, let me get through this last one here from Dark Mad Dog. Pop, I have a question. In recent times, the more I use my hands for cutting wood or do stuff like draw or type, my fingers feel stuffy. And after 2 days of cutting wood with a handsaw, my fingers are stuffy and the joints hurt. Also, I recently got housebound after walking and doing it too much in a few days. I could not leave the house. Is that normal for CP? I'm only 32. Also, sex has become exhausting for me. Is that normal? Two times and I get paralyzed. Is there a way to increase the endurance?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one, man. Well,
that's bad.
I would definitely get my hands on some lion's mane mushroom extract because that helps you protect your nerves. I would put myself on a minimum of 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day, taking it 500 milligrams at a time because that's all your body can absorb.
Dark cherry juice for the inflammation, too.
Yeah, tart cherry juice. That will do for the inflammation as well. In regards to building up your endurance, you're just going to have to deal with it, man. This is how it is. You have to build
32. That's bad, dude. I was training for selection at 32.
Yeah, but he's got, I believe, cerebral palsy.
Oh, okay.
So
that's tough.
It's a tough one.
Yep. Let's see. Before I get to the sneaky bastards over on Rumble, we did have Alex come back in. Alex Patino, that is. Says, so if Pop, Battle Dwarf, and Evil Shaggy get together and bang the gang of Killery, would it count as munging?
Nobody will ever know because none of us would ever do that.
Yeah, that's bad.
No, that's a hard pass. I'm going with hard pass.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with anything that involves munging.
Well, do you guys know the difference between sex and necrophilia?
No.
About 20 minutes.
Damn you. All right.
Yes, I know I am a very disturbed bastard, and I like it. Let's see. Alligator Card coming in says, did I make a few feds puke? Probably.
I don't know if they watch my shit anymore since Trump got in office, but I know they were watching me during the Biden years. So we'll see.
Yeah. Let's see. Last of the Boomers coming in says, choke it down and stay frosty, Sarge Bob. Everybody gets fucked with.
That much is true.
Yeah.
That much is true.
That is. Yep. And Hooliganism says, I used to work with a couple of stupid loud fucks. I wore foam earplugs whenever I was around them. Comfortable, even for sleeping.
Yep. I can't wear earplugs when I sleep. That does not work for me.
Yeah, I could do it. But,
depending on how much my dad drinks, when we go up to the mountain and go camping and whatnot, he's got a toy hauler, got 2 full down beds. I have to wear earplugs because god damn, that man can saw logs in his sleep.
Yeah.
It is bad.
We had a guy on one of the heavy SIGINT teams who would deliberately pitch his hooch next to the generator so that he didn't have to listen to anybody snore.
Well, that sounds legit.
Yeah. That sounds like some really good white noise to me.
Yeah, he swore by it. I mean, that was Bob's thing, man.
If it works for him.
Yeah.
And of course, Tomahawk coming in saying sneaky.
Sneaky, okay. Baby.
Sneaky, you dirty bastards. All righty, that looks like that's going to cover it for the night. So no more super chats from anyone except for Necrodancer over on YouTube with $10. Vodka enhances everything. Mix it with your tart cherry juice for maximum power.
Yeah, I know. It does mix well.
Yeah. What do you think about a tart cherry mead there, Battle Dwarf?
Actually, we're in a cherry producing state. So they're not in season right now, but when they're in season next year, I will strongly consider that.
Yeah. The
that
brewery
doesn't sound terrible.
The brewery around here, one of their season or their switch round beers was they called it a Charisse. It is an amber ale with tart cherry, and it is fantastic.
The Charisse is a brewing style. That's a thing.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, Michigan produces more cherries than fucking anybody.
Yep,
we do. We produce a tremendous amount of cherries.
There you go. All right. That looks like everything. We are ready for the cash apps, except for I need to open up. How are we doing over on the Twatter sphere? 79 views.
Not bad.
Okay. We'll take it.
All right,
we got 30 from Susie McCarley for Bombs Away. All right. And then we got one from
Thank you, Snooze.
Thank you. HKC for $5 for Bolshevik. Great show.
Bolshevik.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
Yeah.
Had to get that out of the way.
Yeah. That was a good one. Are we all caught up?
I believe so.
All righty.
Let me do one more quick run through, just like I did on Pop Sex last night.
You don't want none of that.
Don't worry, I double bagged it. A bag for the little head and a bag for the big head, because if the bag for the big head comes off, well, yeah, you don't want to see that.
That's bad.
It's scary, man. Yep, we are all clear for the night. So, Battle Dwarf, final thoughts.
NSTR, really, I think we covered everything. Seriously. It's all bullshit. All of it's bullshit.
Correct.
There you go. All righty, Pop. We're ready for safety briefing.
All right, everybody. First Sergeant Pop retired here, giving the safety briefing. All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet. Watch it go all the way down. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years. If you're out in the town and you have to fight, do everything in your power to not go to the ground, because that is where you get stomped out. Rack up and pack up. There's always safety in numbers, and maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in your environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you sons of bitches into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary goddamn problem. Play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds for you, and it can change on a dime. Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And always remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you, for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go, ladies and germs. And of course, you know me, taking the button pushing monkey hat off, putting the evil shilling monkey button hat on, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Get your asses over to the merch store. It's starting to get cold out, man. People need hoodies. You can get yourself a blue one, a gray one, a black one from Suck a Dick. Do it.
Yeah.
Bastards. And, of course, all of the good shirts, all the good stuff. Everybody needs a partying guardian. You know, when you go out with your boys to the bars, someone's got to keep an eye on everybody and make sure they don't go to jail. Just saying. And all that good stuff. And, of course, you know, don't let the woman do the dishes. Do your own dishes, because she's going to turn your favorite shot glass into her squirt glass, and you're never going to know. You're going to take a shot of some Kampfschwieg and be like, man, This has quite the kick to it.
All right.
And on that note, just remember, it's not pee, it's squirt. There's a difference. Take it easy.